Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Tazanjo, and my Buddhist name is Janapali, which means power of concentration. Today, I will be your presenter for part 1 of this Dhamma class. Today's Dhamma class is on Sunday, December 7th, 2025. We meet every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona and Pacific Time. Anyone interested in Buddhist teachings is welcome to join us on Zoom. Use the ID 413-460-4622 and the password Buddha20, all lowercase. Remember, the Zoom ID and password will stay the same every week. First, 3 individuals will chant the Buddha Gamanagata, Diwa Alawakagata, and Suriyagata. These chants will then be followed by Part 1a, offerings, taking the Tisarana and precepts, the Metta chant, and meditation. Part 1b, Aditana, determination, mindfulness on death, wishing, and sharing. Part 2, Parita chanting, discussions, questions and answers, translations from the prayer book, and some kids reciting Pali prayers in the book. Today's substitute will be Himeong, so Himeong, please have your prayer books and the correct pages ready and close by. Before we begin, here are some important rules and regulations. If you're reading a substitution or participating in Part 1a, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. Please do not eat or drink during the prayer time, as it is very disrespectful. If you're hungry, make sure to eat before joining the meeting next time. Sit up straight and center yourself in front of your camera. Keep your camera on at all times or you may be removed from the meeting. If you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn off your camera. Please don't fidget or play around, as it can disturb others who are praying. The prayer session is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. For those chanting, please chant clearly and slowly so that others can follow along. We would greatly appreciate it if everyone stays respectfully until the end of the meeting. Now, please put your hands together. We'll begin with Buddha Gamanagata. We believe you'll do great.
Buddha Gamanagata Angira Sasa Unaya Tatahi Siddharam Siyo Vajirawa Virojanti Kino Metatu Sisake Nilayo Nilatanama Pito Data Ja Lohita Dhamma Dhammaja Manjita Nikamim Subhabasara. Found time. Alawakagata So Aham Vicharisami Kama Kama Pura Puram Namasa Manosu Samba Buddham Dhammasacha Sudamadam Edena Sachawajena Soti Mehodu Sabada Soti Tehodu Sabada.
Suriyagata Namo Te Buddha Viratu Vipamuto Si Sabadi Sambada Patipanosmi Tasame Saranam Bhava Tathagatam Arahantam Suriyo Saranam Gato Rahu Suriyam Pamunchasu Buddha Loka Nukambaka Yo Endakare Damasi Babam Karo Vero Jano Mandali Ugatejo Marahu Kili Jara Mentalike Pajamamam Rahu Pamunja Suryan Edena Sajawajena Soti Mehotu Sabada Soti Tehotu Sabada
Gana Sarapatejena Dibina Tamatansina Dilokati Pesaburam Vujayami Tamunudam Wanakenda guno bedam, edam kusuma santadim, pujayami monintasa, siri pada sararuhe.
Alexander, it is your turn.
Next.
Linte, you may take your turn now.
Ogata, 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 kayakan, wasikan, menorgan, depadota, katendo, apiroko, yapazejin, achonga, patema, dutiya, tatiya, the Jane, not Jane, don't Jane meow on, paya yedana, taya yedana, Tanga yedana, yedana mieton barogo, ayote, alea miet, leso moye, shiko puzo, humyo man shot, kadoba eat, a shimpia, kadoya to, a joa jump, a pele ba, gatomba, yepi shipa, yanu no naba, we petit diale ba, yetena dea nabaroma. A cat thing, kilo 90 per year, meteya, hoteya, ni ban, tearo meko, labalo eat a shimpeya, bowen time. Ahabante te sara nena saha navaga sampana gadam opusita silam Amenya jami anugaham katuva silam deta mebante dutiampi ahambante tisara nena saha nawaga sapanagata opusita silam damanya jami Anugaha Katava Silam de Daneba de Dadiampi Ahabante Tisara Nena Sahanawaka Sabanagatam Upusatam Silam Daman Yajami Anugaham Katava Silam Deta Mebante Amabante Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Buddha Saranam Gacchami Dhamma Saranam Gacchami Sangha Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Buddha Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Dhamma Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Sangha Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddha Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Dhamma Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Sangha Saranam Gacchami Amabante.
Panatipata Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Adena Dana Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Abrahmacharya Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Musawada Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Sura Miraya Majapamada Dana Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Vikala Pujana Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Nachatita Vatita Visuka Dasana Malagenda Vilepana Dharana Mandana Vibhusana Dana Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Ujasayana Mahasayana Viramani Sikhabdan Smadhyami Mita Sahagatena Chitasa Sabapana Bhutesu Paritwa Viharana Samadhyami Ama Bente Bhavantam
Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddho vichajana sampanno sugato loka vidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sada Deva Manu Sanam Buddha Bhagava Swakata Bhagavata Dhamma Santitiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaneiko Pachanvedi Tabo Vinyohi
Nathan, it is your turn.
Supatipano Bhagavato Savaga Sango Uchupatipano Bhagavato Savaga Sango Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Savaga Sango Samichipatipano Bhagavato Savaga Sango Yadidam Chatari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Pugala Esa Bhagavato Savaga Sango Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttaram Punyaketam Lokasa. By one time.
Aham awero homi abhyabajo homi aniko homi suki atanam pariharami mama mata pitu acharya cha nyati mita cha sabramacharino cha awera hontu abhyabaja hontu Anika hontu Sukiyatana pariharantu Amhakam araka dewata Ima samim awase Ima samim arame Araka dewata Awera hontu Abhyabaja hontu Anika hontu Sukiyatana pariharantu
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Ataba Pariyapana, Sabe Itio, Sabe Burisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Deva, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vanipatika, Arahantu, Abhyabajahantu, Anigahantu, Sukhiyatanam Pariharantu, Dukha Muchantu, Yadalada Sampantito, Mawe gachantu kamasaka. Pratimaya tisaya dakinaya tisaya pachimaya tisaya uttaraya tisaya pratimaya anudisaya dakinaya anudisaya pachimaya anudisaya uttaraya anudisaya hedimaya tisaya uparimaya tisaya.
Rama Bali, it is your turn. Hina could you please substitute for Kama Bali on Sabe Sata to Kama Saka?
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bukala, Sabe Atabawa Pariya Bana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anariya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winipadika, Awera Hontu, Abya Paja Hontu, Anika Hontu, Sukiyatanam Pariharantu, Dukkha Mujantu, Yatalada Sampatito, Maligajantu, Kamasaka.
Dhamma Bhavagaja Adoyawa Awijita Samanta Jaka Walesu Yesata Batawijara Abhyabaja Niweraja Nidukaja Nupadawa Udamyawa Bhavagaja Adoyawa Awijita Samanta Jagawalesu Yesata Udakejara Abhyabaja Niweraja Nidukaja Nubadawa Udamyawa Bhavagaja Adoyawa Awijito Samanta Jagawalesu Yesatam Akasejara Abhyabaja Niweraja Nidukaja Nupadawa Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Bone time.
Now we will learn how to meditate by Sumyape, Methong, Hinaong, Kazancho, and Swizin.
What is meditation? Meditation is a way to keep the mind cool and calm by concentrating on one subject. There are many ways to meditate. In our Dhamma class, primarily we study Anapanasati and body scanning meditation. In Anapanasati, a natural focus is your own breath, which is always with you. If you simply keep feeling the breath as it comes in and as it goes out, the mind gets quieter and more peaceful in body scanning meditation. You can scan your whole body from head to toe, from the front and the back. The only trouble is something will always take your attention away, maybe a noise or a pain in the knee, but often your own mind is the problem. It is so full of useless stuff. Like a monkey jumping here and there, it is so hard to control. To become the master of your mind, you need some lessons, enough time, and a good place to learn how to practice. With enough practice, meditation helps to replace bad thoughts and feelings with happy ones.
Why do we meditate? By learning how to control the mind, we start to get rid of negative habits and develop good mental qualities instead. If your mind is cool, you make good decisions, you don't get confused, you make less mistakes, you don't get angry or feel afraid, and you become more confident. If your mind is calm, you become peaceful and happy. You're less worried and frustrated. You don't get stressed about work or exams. You develop compassion and kindness, and you have more harmonious relationships. If your mind is concentrated, you get less distracted by useless things. You find it easier to focus and learn. You perform better in sports and games. You make better music and art, and you will be more trustworthy.
What is the difference between samatha and vipassana? Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades do we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
Guided muscle relaxation meditation. We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera, put your hands together with the right on top of the left with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscle, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
Now we are going to advance to body scanning meditation. Imagine you are holding a scanner in your hand. You are going to scan your whole body from head to toe and from the front and the back. Begin at the top of your head and slowly let your attention move down through your body little by little. Imagine a warm energy flowing gently inside you. If you find a place that feels stuck, pause there, take a calm breath, and picture it relaxing. Once it feels open, keep moving down all the way to the tips of your toes. Let's begin by scanning the front of your body. Start at the top of your head and move slowly downward. The top of your head, your forehead and face, the front of your neck, the front of your shoulders, your upper chest, your lower chest and abdomen, the front of your hips, the front of your thighs, the front of your knees, and the front of your legs. Now bring your attention to your back. Beginning at your heels, slowly scan upward. The back of your legs, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, the back of your hips, your lower back, your upper back, the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Now you have successfully finished one cycle of body scanning meditation. Now you are going to practice another cycle on your own. You can switch the order, either go down the front and up the back, or up the back and down the front. Once all the energy channels are open, your body will feel very light. It will feel as if you are riding on a calm ocean wave. We are now done meditating.
Dukkha pada jani dukkha, vaya pada jani vaya, soka pada jani soka, hontu sabe pipanino.
Nahi were na werani, samatida kuda janam, awere na cha samanti, esa damo sanantano.
Sapa papasa akana, kusalasa upasabada, jajita puyo dapanam, eta purana sasanam.
Parname tuam, jiwitame atuam, itame punyam, nipanasa pajeo hotu, imam punya bhagam, sabasatanam pajema, sadhu, 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 bowing time.
It is now part 2 of the Dhamma class, and again, please do not eat anything. However, drinking water is now fine. So we will be starting off with prayer number 1, which is Chant of Metta Sutta by Mason D, Linlin, Amara, Dunson, Helen All, Grace and Brian, Matei, Noel, Swizan, Shinthant, Hinkin Hema, and Desindro.
Metta Sutta Yasanubhavato Yaka Nevata Santi Pisanam Yanhi Jewa Noyum Janto Ratim Diwa Matandito
Sukham supati suto cha, papam kanchina pasati, ewa mati kunupetam, paritam tam panamahe.
Dharaniya Mata Kusalena Yanda Santam Padam Abhisameja Sako Ujuja Suwajuja Suwajoja Samutu Anatimani
Santu sakocha subarocha, apaki chocha salahuka wuti, sandindriyo cha nipakocha, apakapokula swana nukito.
Nacha kuda machare kinchi, yena winyu bare, upawade Suki no wa kemi no hontu, sabasata bhavantu sukitata.
Grace and Brian, it is your turn.
Next.
Mathe, you may take your turn now.
Ditawa Yewa Adita Yewa Dure Wasanti Avidure Buddhawa Sambhawe Siwa Sabasada Bhavantu Sukhitata
Na palo palam niku beta, na ti manyeta katachi na ganchi, yawo sana patika sanya, nanya manyasa duga micheya.
Mata yata niyam Buddha Mayusa eka Buddha manurake Ewampi sabba Buddhesu Manasam bhavaye aparimanam
Nitancha Sabba Lokasmi Manasam Bhavaye Aparimanam Udam Adocha Tiriyancha Asambadam Awira Masapadam
Itam charam nisinoa sayano yawatasa vitamiro etam satim aditeya brahmametam vihara miramahu.
Titincha Anupagama Silawadasanena Sambano Kamesu Vinaya Gedam Nahi Jatu Kabaseya Punareti Meta Sutam Nitidam.
We are now moving on to program number 2, which is Basic Buddhism, first by Soizen and Linlin, then by Jewel, Emma, Mate, then by Sumia Pansara, then by Hazel and Shinlin, then by Mason D and La Sunda, then by Noel, Shintha and Tiffany, and lastly by the Central and Helen.
Hello Dhamma class, my name is Suizin and my Buddhist name is Wansap Bali, which means keeper of relatives. Joining me today is my dear sister Linlin, so Linlin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello to my class, my name is Linlin, and my Buddhist name is Manopali, which means keeper of minds. So, Susan, what are we going to be sharing today?
We are going to be talking about Sila, and everyone please listen carefully because in the end we'll be asking some questions. Sila means following moral rules and being ethical. It includes 3 main parts: right speech, right action, and right livelihood. We can break Sila into 2 categories.
1. What to do. Speech. Be truthful, helpful, kind, and polite. Action. Show compassion, loving kindness, and use wisdom. Livelihood. Earn money in ways that don't harm anyone and involve effort.
And 2. What to avoid. Speech. Don't lie, gossip, or speak harshly. Action. Avoid killing, stealing, and harmful behaviors like gambling or using drugs. Livelihood. Avoid things that harm others or involve deceit, such as butchering or selling weapons.
Sila helps us live in a way that is kind and respectful to ourselves and others. Now we'll be asking questions. So, Susan, could you please ask your question?
My first question is to Grace, and it is, what is Sila?
Sila means being kind, honest, and doing the right thing.
That is correct. So, Lillian, can you please ask your question?
My question is to Ninyata, and it is, how can we practice Sila in speech?
By speaking truthfully, kindly, and politely.
That is correct. So, Susan, could you please ask your question?
My last question is to Grace, and it is, what actions should we avoid?
Hurting others, stealing, and being unkind.
That is correct. So, Lin, please ask your last question.
My last question is to Ninyata, and it is, why is Sila important?
It helps us live in a good and respectful way.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
It is Jewel, Emma, and Mate's turn.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Jewel, and my Buddhist name is Inda Bali, which means keeper of energy. I live in Virginia, and today my 2 dear Dhamma friends will be joining me. So, Amara, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Amara, and my Buddhist name is Amata Bali, which means keeper of selflessness, and I live in Texas. Martin, can you please introduce yourself? Hello, Mingalaba. My name is Mate. My Buddhist name is Hita Bali, which means good keeper, and I live in Texas. So, Drew, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we will be talking about Dhamma. Everybody please listen carefully because we will be asking questions in the end. I will go first. What is Dhamma? Dhamma means giving and being generous. It includes helping those in need and sharing with monks or the community. Giving helps us overcome feelings of greed, hatred, and confusion. Each act of giving is a way to show kindness and compassion.
When we give, we should do it with the right understanding. Here are 3 important things to remember. 1. Feel happy about your giving before, during, and after. 2. Have faith that good deeds will lead to positive results. 3. Make a promise to work towards spiritual growth. Even when we wish for things like good health or happiness, we should aim to support our journey towards being better people. Good health helps us meditate, and wealth allow us to give more.
So now we will be asking questions. Lyra, what does Dana mean?
Dana means giving and being generous to others.
That is correct.
Meitun, why is giving important?
Giving helps us feel kind and shows love to others.
That is correct. Lyra, how should we feel when we give? We should feel happy before, during, and after giving. That is correct.
Meitun, what should we promise when we give?
We should promise to grow and become better people.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening and watching.
It is now Sumya Pit and Sarah's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chita Bali, which means the regarder of mind. And today I'll be joined by my dear Dhamma friend Sarah. So Sarah, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sarah, and my Buddhist name is Shiga Pali, which means good guardian. So, Sumya Pei, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about Upekkha, but before we begin, we'll be asking questions in the end, so please listen carefully. Upekkha is a Pali word that means having a balanced view. It refers to staying neutral between gain and loss, honor and dishonor, praise and blame, and happiness and sorrow. It is not the same as indifference or not caring.
Sometimes people misunderstand upekkha as being inattentive or careless, but that's not true. Upekkha means paying attention to things in a calm and balanced way, without getting too happy or too sad about them.
Upekkha is achieved when both hate and love are calmed, bringing peace. It is not about ignoring things or being uninterested. Real Upekkha sees both good and bad, but understands that happiness and suffering comes from one's own actions. It doesn't get personally involved with them, staying calm instead. Well, I'll be asking questions, so Sarah, please ask your first question.
My first question is to Victoria. So, what does upekkha mean?
Upekkha means having a balanced view, staying calm between good and bad.
That is correct. So, Sumit Pei, please ask the next question.
My question is to Hank. Is Upekkha the same as not caring?
Absent.
Okay, Sarah, please ask your next question.
My question is to Victoria. So, what happens when you practice upekkha?
When you practice upekkha, you stay calm without getting too happy or too sad.
That is correct. So, Sumit Pei, please ask the last question.
The last question is also to Victoria. What does Upekkha help with?
Upekkha helps you stay peaceful and balanced even when things are good and bad.
That is correct. Thank you. That is all for today. Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you, Sarah, for joining me.
It is now Hazel and Xinglang's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hazel, and my Buddhist name is Rupa Bali, which means beauty keeper. Today I'll be talking about something with my dear Dhamma friend Xinglang. So Xinglang, please introduce yourself. Hello, Minglaba. My name is Xinglang, and my Buddhist name is Virabali, which means faith keeper. And I live in Colorado. So Hazel, what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about mudita. Everyone please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. What is mudita? Mudita is a Pali word that means feeling joy for others' happiness and success. It's about celebrating when good things happen to others. Mudita is one of the 4 important qualities in Buddhism, called the Brahma Viharas, which also include loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, and calmness, upekkha.
When we practice mudita, we stop feeling jealous and learn to appreciate others' achievements. It also takes effort and strong will to truly feel joy for others.
We should be careful though. Mudita isn't just about laughter or excitement, but a deeper peaceful happiness for others. A good example is the joy a mother feels when her child succeeds. In Buddhism, people say sadhu, 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 meaning well done or excellent, to celebrate others' good deeds. We'll now be asking questions, so Xing Ling, please ask the first question.
My first question is to Kishing. So Kishing, what is mudita?
Feeling happy for others' success.
That is correct. So Hazel, please ask your next question.
The next question is for Shinki. So why is mudita good?
It helps us be kind and not jealous.
That's correct. Xingling, please ask the next question.
So next question is to Kishing. So Kishing, what do Buddhists say for mudita?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
That's correct. That is on. Thank you for listening. Oh, wait.
Hazel.
Okay.
It is now May Cindy and Lasanda's turn.
Hello, Mangalaba. My name is May Cindy. My Buddha name is Loka Balu, which means guardian of the world. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So today, my dear Dhamma friend, Lasanda will be joining me. So Lasanda, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Megalaba. My name is Lasanda and my Buddhist name is Janda Bali, which means keeper of beauty and smart. And I live in Jacksonville, Florida. So, Miss Cindy, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we are going to be talking about Karuna. So Lasanda, please go first.
Karuna means compassion, which is about caring for others and wanting to help relieve their pain. It should be practiced wisely and with a peaceful heart.
Karuna is like the love of a mother who always tries to comfort her sick child. Sometimes it can mean going so far as to help others, even if it's difficult for us.
The goal of Karuna is to reduce suffering and eliminate cruelty. It's important to not just talk about compassion, but to take actions too.
Karuna helps us recognize the sadness we feel for others' suffering, but it is more than just pity. It's a positive and loving quality that encourages us to help. So now we'll be asking questions. So Lasana, please ask your first question.
So my first question is to Julia. So Julia, what is Karuna?
Compassion, caring for others and wanting to ease their pain.
That is correct. So, Miss Cindy, please ask your next question.
So my next question is to Snowy. So Snowy, how is Karuna like a mother's love?
A mother comforts her sick child just as Karuna seeks to help others.
Yes, that is correct. So Lasana, please ask your next question.
So my next question is to Julia. So Julia, what is the goal of Karuna?
To reduce suffering and eliminate cruelty through action.
Yes, that is correct. So, Miss Cindy, please ask your last question.
So my last question is to Snowy again. So Snowy, how is Karuna different from pity?
It's a loving, positive force that encourages helping, not just feeling sad.
Yes, that is correct. So thank you for watching and listening.
It is now Noel, Shintha, and Tiffany's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Noel and my Buddhist name is Wanapalat, which means proud personality. Today I'll be joined by my dear friends Shintha and Tiffany, so could you please introduce yourselves?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Shintha. My Buddhist name is Bali, which means freedom keeper. So Tiffany, can you read what she said?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tiffany. My Buddhist name is Santa Bali, which means peacekeeper. So, Noel, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about anatta, so everyone please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. So I'll begin. What is anatta, no soul? The Buddha taught that there is no permanent I or soul inside us. Some people believe I have a soul, while others think I have no soul. But both come from the idea I am. The Buddha said we should all look at things as they are without clinging to fixed ideas.
What we call self is really just 5 parts working together, always changing. 1, rupa or body. 2, vedana, feelings. 3, sanya, perceptions or what comes to mind. 4, sankhara, mental formations. And 5, vijnana, awareness or consciousness.
These parts change every moment. None of them is a true self. Even consciousness depends on others. It cannot exist alone.
The Buddha said body is not self, feelings are not self, thoughts are not self, habits are not self, awareness is not self. Seeing this, one becomes free.
Modern science also shows that everything, even our bodies, is a constant flow of change. Believing in an eternal soul doesn't make it real.
Like mistaking a rope for a snake, the idea of a soul is only imagination. When we see the truth, fear and clinging disappear, and the mind becomes peaceful. Now we'll be asking questions.
My first question is to Alexander, and it is, what did the Buddha say we have? Did the Buddha say we have a soul?
No, he said there's no unchanging I inside us.
Yes, that's correct. Shintha, maybe that's the next question.
My question is to Hema, and what are we made of?
5 parts working together: body, feelings, thoughts, habits, and awareness.
That's correct. And Tiffany, what is your question?
My question is to Alexander, and do these 5 parts stay the same?
No, they change every moment.
Yes, that's correct. Noel, what is your question?
My next question to Hema is, why do some people think they have a soul?
It's like mistaking a rope for a snake. It's imaginations.
Yes, that's correct. Shintha, could you please ask the last question?
Last question is to Alexander, and what happens when we see the truth?
Fear and clinging disappear.
That's correct. Thank you for listening.
It is now Dec7th and Hema-on's turn.
Hello, Minglaba Dhamma class. My name is Dec7th, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So, Hema, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Himang, and my Buddhist name is Sukabala, which means power of happiness. So, Dec7th, what are we talking about today?
We will be talking about the 5 khandhas, or 5 aggregates. Everyone, please listen carefully because we will be asking a few questions in the end. I'll start us off. What are the 5 khandhas, or 5 aggregates? A living being can be understood as nama rupa. Nama means mind. Rupa means matter or body. Mind and body depend on each other. They cannot exist separately. Together, they make up the 5 khandhas. The word khandha means group or aggregate.
Rupa includes all kinds of material things. This is called the Rupa Khanda, the group of form. Nama has two main parts. One, Chitta. This means consciousness, the knowing mind. Two, Jitasikas. These are 52 mental factors that arise and disappear together with consciousness. They also cannot exist separately.
Among the 52 Jitasikas, there are three important groups. One, Vedana, feelings, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. This is Vedana Kanda, the group of feeling. Two, Sanya, perception, which recognizes and labels things. This is the Sanya Kanda, the group of perception. Three, Sankhara, the other 50 mental factors, led by intention, Cetana. These shape our thoughts and actions. This is the Sankhara Kanda, the group of mental formations.
The Chitta is called the Vijnana Kanda, or the group of consciousness. These four together are the Nama Kanda, the mind aggregates.
So a living being is made up of these five groups. Rupa Kanda, form or body, Vedana Kanda, feeling, Sanya Kanda, perception, Sankhara Kanda, mental formations, and Vijnana Kanda, consciousness. That is all, so now we'll be asking questions. Hinaon, could you please ask the first one?
The first question is for Rebecca, and it is, what are the five khandas?
They are five groups that make up a living being.
That is correct. So, Zinja, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is to Cynthia, which is, what do Nama and Rupa mean?
Nama means mind and Rupa means body or matter.
That is correct. Hinaon, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Rebecca, and it is, can mind and body exist separately?
No, they depend on each other.
That is correct. So, Zinja, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is for Cynthia, which is, which Kanda is the body?
Rupa Khanda, the form or body group.
That is correct. Hinaon, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Rebecca, and it is, what is Vedana Kanda?
The group of feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral.
That is correct. So, Zinja, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is to Cynthia, which is, what is Sanya Kanda?
The group of perception, recognizing, and labeling things.
That is correct. Hinaon, could you please ask the next question?
The next question is for Rebecca, and it is, what is Sankhara Kanda?
The group of mental formations, thoughts, intentions, and other 50 mental factors.
That is correct. So, Zinja, could you please ask the next question?
My next question is to Cynthia, which is, what is Vijnana Kanda?
The group of consciousness, the knowing mind.
That is correct. Hinaon, could you please ask the last question?
The last question is for Rebecca, and it is, what do the five khandas explain?
They explain what we call a person or living being.
That is correct.
That is all, and thank you for listening.
We're now moving on to part number 3, which is choose the correct one out of the given answers by Hank and Hema.
My name is Hank, and my Buddhist name is Sabala, which means the power of knowledge. Today, I will be asking questions to the individuals Sandy, Lasanda, Naintan, Wei Yan, William, Grace, Kamapali, June, Yamponte, Benji, Snowy, Alminte, Mietno, Irisan, Brian, Maythun, Julia, Juju, and Amiet. To start off, Sandy, why did Buddha say we have a soul?
No, he said there's no unchanging I inside us.
And that is correct. Lasanda, why do some people think they have a soul?
It's like mistaking a rope for a snake. It's imitation.
That is correct. Ninth, what happens when we see the truth?
Fear and clinging disappear.
That is correct. Wei-Yan, what are the 5 khandhas?
There are 5 groups that make us a living being.
That is correct. William, what do Nama and Rupa mean?
Nama means mind and Rupa means body or matter.
That is correct. Grace, can mind and body exist separately?
No, they depend on each other.
That is correct. Kamapali, what do the 5 khandhas explain? Well, the correct answer is they explain what we call a person or a living being. June, what does Dana mean?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is Dana means giving and being generous to others. Nyabunte, how should we feel when we give?
We should feel happy before turning and after giving.
That is correct. Benji, what is mudita?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is feeling happy for others' success. Snowy, what do Buddhists say for mudita?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
And you are correct. Alinte, why is sila important?
It helps us live a good and respectful way.
And that is correct. Metno, did the Buddha say we have a soul?
No, he said there is no unchanging I inside us.
That is correct. Diri-san, why do some people think they have a soul?
It's like mistaking a rope for a snakish imagination.
And that is correct. Brian, what happens when we see the truth?
Fear and clinging disappear.
That is correct. Maythun, what are the 5 khandhas? Wait.
There are 5 groups that make up a living being.
That's correct. Julia, what do Nama and Rupa mean?
Nama means mind, and Rupa means body or matter.
That is correct. Juju, can mind and body exist separately?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is they cannot, as they depend on each other. Amia, what do the 5 khandhas explain?
Absent.
Well, the correct answer is they explain what we call a person or a living being. Thank you for listening.
We're now moving on to part number 4, which is answer the questions 1 by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. For today's program, my sister Cynthia will be joining me. So, Cynthia, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia. My name is Magapali, which means keeper of the middle path. The individuals we'll be asking are Brian, Midone, Martin, Grace, Alexander, Amara, Macindy, Sumipe, Victoria, and Gama.
Brian, please recite the first Padma Buddha Vachana.
Aneka jati samsaram sandavisam anivisam kahakaram gavisanto dukkha jati punapunam.
That is correct, thank you. Nathan, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Yada hawa batu bawanti dhamma adapino jayato brahmanasa vidupayam titati marasenam suryo wa obasaya mantalikam.
That is correct, thank you. Martin, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Aneka jati gatha, aneka jati samsaram, sandavisam, anibisam, kahagaram, gavisando, dukkha jati punapunam.
That is correct, thank you. Grace, please list the 2 types of Udana.
Number 1, Manasa Udana, and number 2, Vajasa Udana.
That is correct, thank you. Alexander, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Pali. Do you want me to come back to you? Okay, I'll come back to you later.
Amara, please recite the first Dhamma Buddha Vachana.
Aneka jatika samsaram sandavisam anibisam kahagaram gawesanto dukha jati punam.
That is correct, thank you. May Cindy, please recite the third Vachasa Udana.
Yada have patu bhavanti dhamma atapino jayato pramanasa vidupayanti tati marasena suryo va opasaya mantalikam.
That is correct, thank you. Sumit, please recite the first Manasa Udana.
Aneka jati samsaram sandavisam anibisam kahagaram gavesanto dukha jati punam.
That is correct, thank you. Victoria, please list the 2 types of Udana.
Manasa Udana and Vachasa Udana.
That is correct, thank you. Kamapali, please list the 12 causes of Paticca Samuppada in Pali.
Absent. Absent.
Alexander, are you ready?
Next.
That is all for our program. Thank you for listening and participating.
We're now moving on to program number 5, which is answer the questions 2 by the Central.
Hello, Mingalaba Dhamma class. My name is Thazancho, and my Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means power of concentration. Today, I'll be asking a few individuals some questions, so everyone please be ready and prepared. Sandy, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Ahem awero homi, apya pacho homi, aniko homi, sukiya tenam pariharami.
That is correct. Thank you. Snowy, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Mama mata pitu avira hontu avya paza hontu aniga hontu suki atanam parihantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Thing Thing, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Natimita cha aveva hontu, abhyapaja hontu, anega hontu, sukhyatanapa.
That is correct. Thank you. Yambon Tan, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Sabrahma charino cha avera hontu, apya baja hontu, anika hontu, sukya tenam pariharantu.
That is correct. Thank you. Last senda, what is Buddhism? Please answer in Pali and English.
Sabha babasa akaranam, not to do anything. Kusalasa upasampada, to practice good. Sajita bariyo dapanam, to purify your mind. Idam Buddhana Sasanam. This is the teachings of the Buddhas.
That is correct. Thank you. Wei Yan, how do you share the merit you gained with all in Pali and English?
Ime punya bagen saba sata bajima. I share the merit I had gained with all being.
That is correct. Thank you. Mia No, how do you chant metta meditation on yourself?
Awira homi, abya bajo homi, ani jo homi, suki adane beri harami.
That is correct. Thank you. Nicole, how do you chant metta meditation on your parents?
Absent.
Hope I. June, how do you chant metta meditation on your relatives and friends?
Absent.
Lin Then, how do you chant metta meditation on your Dhamma class?
Tabrajma jari noja awira hontu abya baja hontu aniga hontu suki atane pariharantu.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
We are now at the end of the Dhamma class. Everyone please put your hands together and recite Buddha Sasanam Chiram Dedadu 3 times. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Dedadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Dedadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Dedadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.